This is the Artechoke Not a Show. So we're on episode 3. I'm Marshall. This is Nick. This is Mike. We are back again to talk about jiu-jitsu culture, technique, and news. And hopefully we can stay on track. It's not looking good so far.
Yeah, we've been in the weeds for a while.
Yeah, we've been in the weeds for a while. This is like take 97. It's been an hour. Karis is my wife. And Nick spent the last 2 hours going through whatever genre they might have on the band.
And we're pretty good.
To test the mic, yep.
I was lucky enough to not be here for any of this.
It was really, really long time.
Sorry,
so
guys.
we'll just try to get to the episode and see if this works out.
To start,
I want to thank everyone for contributing to our Indiegogo campaign. By the time this airs, Indiegogo campaign will probably be like 2 weeks in. So right now it hasn't started, but I'm hoping that people have contributed. So I'm just kind of like...
thank you for contributing.
Sending positive vibes into the future.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so our
We know it's gonna work out.
campaign is for Super Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Dojo Storm Championship Edition. If you haven't checked it out yet, it's the first ever jiu-jitsu video game. Mike has not played it yet.
And it's sweet because I've played it, and it's awesome.
But Nick has been playing it, and one of the alpha test versions of it. So we're really excited about it. I won't pitch it too hard. We're trying to raise just a little bit of money to get the final finishing costs that we need. Then once we have that, we can do a full iOS, Android, and PC release. We're aiming for early September, mid-October to do that.
Is it going to be on Steam?
Maybe.
Maybe.
We're not sure exactly where we're going to distribute it on PC yet. Mostly whoever takes it.
All right, cool. Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. We could also just sell it straight from Artechoke.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah, it wouldn't really matter, but just like a direct download kind of thing.
cool.
Yeah, we're pretty stoked. So I'm sure Nick's going to put some like graphics of what the game looks like right here.
Graphics here.
Yeah, graphics. It'll be it's like 8-bit retro. It's like Pokemon with martial artists. Basically, you try to recruit fighters. It's I'm super excited about it, but we will go ahead.
It's really cool from what I've seen so far.
Oh yeah, you just check out some
Yeah.
screenshots. That's awesome. Yeah.
The images are the best.
Yeah, they
They're
are.
the best part.
Our artist has been amazing.
Yeah, he's
he's
killing
been
it,
absolutely
for sure.
incredible. I love checking the development updates. Like I'm being in the middle of work, having like a terrible day, and like the halitosis machine will come up on my screen. I'm like, what? This is amazing. That's one of the characters you can recruit to be. So that actually happened today. I was pretty stoked. So let's go ahead and move on to some jiu-jitsu news. Recently, there's a big kerfluffle about a female purple belt, that made some explicit photos in her gi. Did you guys see this? Did you guys see this?
I heard. I seen the social media drama, but I didn't look further into it.
We supposed to.
But I did see
I'm pulling it up now.
the ape, whatever his name is, with his photos.
The raspberry ape?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I respected that because he always has great photos.
he did the Kyra Gracie.
Oh, yes, and that's what I remember.
No, I didn't see that.
Okay, we're going to pull him up in a second.
I've been
so
on
let's
vacation.
yeah, let's
I checked out for a while.
let's talk about the news first. So a lot of people on Facebook are pretty upset, and I thought that you guys would want to see the photos first. So have you seen the photos before?
Nah, I haven't.
So you go ahead and scroll. So basically, the debate is it okay to sexualize jiu-jitsu this way? Is it productive? Is it counterproductive? And before we get too far into it, let's acknowledge that we're 3 white males talking about women's
Yeah.
issues. Let's just get that out on the table.
Yeah, I think we're probably the most qualified for this, right?
Clearly, we've struggled,
Yeah.
right? Yes, we're the most qualified.
All right, so
to talk about it.
let me hit it. All right, I got this first.
Let me hit it. That's not a
go.
good.
That was a terrible way to put this.
That is not a good way.
Let me try this again. Let me point out my ideas.
Okay, go ahead.
So I would
How do
put
you
it
feel about
as:
this?
is it probably the best move? No. But is jiu-jitsu the only sport doing that? No. You look at a Nike ad, you got girls and, their bras and everything. It's going to happen. It's marketing. It sells. And that's why people are doing it. Is it the best move for what the sport represents and, equalizing it for all genders? No, absolutely not. And I do not recommend it because it's going to create this controversy. But this controversy also, it's bringing attention to the topic. So they're getting their marketing across one way or another.
How do you feel about?
I'm gonna smash this second, I guess, after Nick hit it first. Sorry, Marshall. I guess you're coming in last on this one.
Clean up.
Batting third here.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I've seen bodies before I mean, I don't see it as really something that's going to change the way that anything's going. I mean, really, if everybody was posing in their jiu-jitsu gis, I mean, I saw Josh Barnett at Metamoris in a Speedo.
He was posing.
Yeah, but he wasn't, like, making, like, erotic photos.
He might have been.
Like, can you imagine, like...
Did you see the after party?
I did not see the after party, but can you imagine, like, the Josh Barnett photo spread? He's just, like, one leg up, and he's like, hey, come over here, Nick. Like,
He's got a chance.
I mean, he could. He's a beautiful man, but what are you going to do? I mean, it's weird to me to sexualize jiu-jitsu just because of the nature of the sport. Right?
I don't like it because you train with women. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they participate too, and they have every right that a male does, so it's not cool to do that. But they're marketing.
Yeah, I don't know.
What was her photos used for? Was it her personal?
So
Gi sale,
it was
probably.
supposed. No, it wasn't for a gi sale.
No.
So as far as I can tell, this photographer runs a page called BJJ Pics, and there's some. It seems a little. Some of the captions are a little creepy. Little
Most
like.
photographers, yeah.
I mean, I guess. Okay, you're a photographer. So it's some of the captions are a little bit questionable in terms of like, is he trying to promote the sport or is he like attractive women?
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that aside, it seemed like it was mostly for personal use, even though it was plastered all over this Facebook page. It wasn't promoting a gi. We have seen those kind of photos for gis, and they always kind of turn out kind of weird. It's weird because it sexualizes them, but at the same time, it's her right to do that.
It's never going to be a clear-cut answer.
Yeah. So as you guys continue to ponder that, let's look at Daniel Strauss's, I believe is his name, the Raspberry Ape.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Dan Strauss.
Yeah, keep them coming. Keep up with the photos. Raspberry Ape, we think they're great. I personally appreciate them. And
I'll let Mike look at these first. He does a shot for shot remake.
This is amazing.
And he did this with Kyra, and it kind of highlights how ridiculous it is.
Right.
But then again, you have a lot of dudes in their gis. They're just like, look at my abs.
Look how jacked I am.
So like every Stuart Cooper promotional video ever, he's like, look at my abs, look at my abs, look at my abs, like all the time. It's like, I'm tired of seeing your abs.
He killed
Like, I
it
get
too. Good for him.
Yeah, he's good at it. He was also, I believe, on the European version of American Ninja, like that ninja show where he did the obstacle course. I don't think he got very far.
Was he? Felice Herrig was on it, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was in Pittsburgh this week, or like one of these weeks. It was in Pittsburgh and Monroeville, and Felice Herrig was on it.
I didn't know that.
She was on the UFC show, The Ultimate Fighter.
No, I know Felice Herrig, but she was here in Pittsburgh
Correct.
doing
Doing
it?
the Ninja Warrior.
That is very correct.
Dude,
It was
Ninja
American
Warrior.
Ninja Warrior. It was filmed in Monroeville.
Weird.
Where were all the...
I didn't invite you guys. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't hear about this at all.
No, I didn't go.
I would be terrible with that stuff.
I think I'd do all right.
I don't like running. It seems like running.
I think it'd be like fun for like a day. I don't think I could be good at like as
What is that Helsing Gracie quote? It's always like captioned to him. I don't know if he actually said it. He's like, "You ran 10 miles today? Was somebody chasing you? Why did you do that?" It's like, and that's how I feel about running.
I've never been a fan.
It drives me nuts. If I was chasing a soccer ball, it was fine. But as soon as it's like, just run.
I signed
Yeah,
up for
running's
track,
pretty terrible.
I think, in high school or 9th grade or something. And I went, I think maybe once, twice.
Well-
And I was like, oh, running, huh? I was like, I'm going to go over to shot put. And I was like, oh, don't like this either. Well, I'm done here.
Did you find any events that you liked?
back to riding bikes.
No.
Back to riding bikes.
Riding bikes. And I
Pole
think I
vaulting
was
looks cool.
Playing football at the time.
Until you're paralyzed, but like it looks cool.
Yeah, pole vaulting could be interesting.
It
I
seems
never
like
was
it
a
could
good
be
jumper
practical.
either.
See, I never liked it, but I think like gymnastics are awesome now. Like I really want to do backflip. Like that's like a life goal. Like
Yeah.
I can't convince myself to spin over my head though.
I can't do a cartwheel.
Really?
I
I can do a cartwheel. I can go frontward. I can't do a backflip. But like if you watch the girls, like they do them and then do like 9 flips. Like that's insane to me.
Yeah, they've also been doing it since they were like in the womb.
Well, you know.
like those Russian gymnast training programs. Like they're just.
But
I
like
got schooled by cartwheels at the beach, actually.
I'm extremely naive. I think I can do
Shot me down
everything.
hard
So
with the cartwheels.
So to circle back to our original topic here, we are taking a very much a non-opinion on these photos. I was hoping for a discussion. You guys are like, I mean, I guess it's okay. But we're really down the middle on it.
If the photographer wasn't holding her at gunpoint, if it was maybe her idea, like, hey, I want to hold my breasts and have you take photos of me, I mean, it's on her.
I mean,
That's she wants to
what
do.
were they
That's
promoted
real
for?
life.
That's what I
What
don't
she
get
should
though.
do.
Like, it's just a photo site, then what's the big deal?
Maybe they were for her personally.
Right. Is it like a yearbook photo?
Showing it off. I don't know. Is it better if it's for a product?
I don't know. I think it's weird. It's weird.
I'm against it just because it makes the rolling part weird.
Oh, no, I agree with that 100%. That's like, you don't want to promote that side. Like,
I like the idea of jiu-jitsu being a respectful place and kind of a gender-neutral place.
Yeah, it's for
like,
everyone.
We recognize the differences in
No
genders,
doubt.
but, like, just eliminate all the other stuff that comes with it.
Yeah. You got to eliminate all that.
So I think that just how I like take jiu-jitsu, I turn off that because I don't even look at who I'm ever training with. I
it's just training.
I stare at the belt knot basically, so I don't ever really consider who I'm rolling with.
So true story. The first time Karis, who is now my wife, saw me doing jiu-jitsu, I went to open mat. She took my car and she went shopping and she came back. So she's like walked in at a random point during open mat.
Sounds normal.
I was working with one of our female purple belts at the time, and she had me in north-south, and I was on the bottom. And I looked up and saw Karis, and her eyes were just like... And then at that moment, like, I realized what it... Because you don't... Like Mike said, you just turn it off.
We don't think about it.
Rolling, and sometimes something weird happens. Like, I've grabbed a dude's junk, and it's like... that was awkward.
Still sweeping?
And nobody talks about it. I still sweep it. Okay. We are going down...
Mike's probably not the best at this.
Mike's like, did it help? What is the deal? So let's pull up another story here. So in our technique conversation today, Keenan, I'm not going to spill my cider this time.
Are you sure?
Maybe not. Worlds happened recently.
You're 2 for 2.
And have you guys caught any of the highlights?
I've watched a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start playing this here. I'll go back to the beginning, so that way Nick can time it here. Maybe let me go back to the beginning.
Oh, try the top.
How about the top one?
Nah, yeah, genius.
Okay, so check out this. This is Keenan versus Leandro Lowe.
And we're playing now.
Yeah. So flying triangle. Leandro Lowe is, of course, not tapping. So Keenan starts turning into an arm bar. They gut it out. Leandro still refuses his tap, and then Leandro gets 2 points for I don't know what, and Keenan ends up losing the match. So the match was really close at the end. Keenan was, I think, down by an advantage. I'm not 100% sure on that because I just caught this highlight.
Right.
And so Keenan was kind of going for broke to finish.
He got 2 points for that there where he stood up
Leandro,
at the end?
Leandro got the 2. Yeah, the ref signaled something. If not...
he counted that as a sweep that Keenan jumped the triangle?
That's what comments
and then
on Reddit
he ends
were
up
saying.
on top?
I didn't see it live. So just the comments on Reddit were
Okay.
saying that. So I'm pretty stoked Keenan just kind of went for it, right?
Yeah.
Dude, he's a man.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Keenan's the sickest in jiu-jitsu right now, along with a few others, but the kid goes for it, man.
He does. Worm guard just chafes me. You know how I feel about this kind of stuff.
We love torturing you with it.
I know.
We're trying.
So Nick and Mike are obsessed with worm guard. As soon as we touch hands, I'm just half undressed. I don't know why. Everything's untucked, my belt's untied. It's just weird. It feels like I'm doing a photo shoot with some kind of weird photographer is what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, there you are. We're right back.
Yeah, we're right back. Call back. We're bringing it back. So it's fine. It's not my cup of tea, but that respect for just going for it. Not a lot of these competition guys will just go for broke, even if they're losing.
And I understand it because it's their whole life, man. For them too, that's their whole life, and for Keenan to just try, good for you, man. Good for you. Nobody's ever at this point. Nobody's ever going to think any less of you. You could lose every match from here on out, and you'll never be like, "Wow, Keenan's terrible." You're amazing. It's as simple as that. That's my man crush.
That's
you're amazing.
Next video love letter to Keenan.
Back to grind.
Kidding? Back to grind. Oh man!
And I set my up.
That's why Nick swipes all day.
I'm hoping Keenan pops up.
Keenan or a Keenan lookalike.
Nick gets the Keenan match. Oh,
These guys, I really don't like them. If you want to be my friends because they're
Nick
not
didn't
real good
know
friends.
what grinder was until after the episode 2. We had to explain it after episode 2. Props to Keenan for going for it. It's also cool since Keenan's pretty active with his social media and he's even posts on Reddit and stuff like that. He's talked about looking up to Leandro Lowe and admiring his style and the way he rolls. So to see him still go for it. You know, I mean, just like to know that there's that respect there.
And I think he's young enough where it doesn't matter what he's doing. Right now, he has so many years ahead of him.
Yeah,
too.
I mean, as long as he stays healthy, that's really the big thing. Like, he doesn't get himself too broken. He doesn't really have a style that seems really reliant on any kind of crazy. I mean, his athleticism, he's clearly like a super athlete. But he's not like doing.
Can we take it somewhere though? Can we take this to how come somebody that's clearly a pretty super athlete claim they're not a super athlete?
What do you mean?
If you watch Keenan, he claims, you know, like, his whole game's based around intelligence and, you know, outsmarting everybody with the worm guard and everything. But you're 6 foot something, you're over 200 pounds, and you're jacked. Like, you're a pretty good athlete, probably.
I've never heard him claim that. So that yeah, I mean, I believe you.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to.
But that's ridiculous, right? He's clearly.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good for himself.
Yeah, I mean, you have abs.
Yeah, if you watch him, he's like, man, I'm not that strong. I could always be stronger, like, you know, and I'm really not that quick. Like, dude, you're pretty athletic.
Yeah, you can't hang with those kind of guys at that level. Like, he clearly has a crazy deep gas tank, right? Like, he doesn't get tired,
right?
And he's definitely shredded. You know, he like those weird like juggling videos he did for like Metamorphs promos. Do you remember those?
I know.
He like went on the beach to juggle to talk about like how that was going to be his job. Like,
yeah.
Like even then, you could tell he was athletic. You know what I mean? Like, I can't juggle. Like what?
We're nothing.
Yeah, we're nothing. We're nothing. Yeah, Keenan, you're clearly an athlete. Sorry.
Juggling's our gateway.
Yeah, you're
you can juggle. Stop claiming you're not an athlete, bro.
Shut up. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. You're
That's
like,
what he meant.
He's in the top percentile of jiu-jitsu competitors. Like, he's up there with like Buchecha.
Who was an athlete.
Val.
He is an athlete.
All of them are athletes. Like, even the Meow brothers. Like, the Meow brothers are tiny, but they're athletes. There's no,
you can't train an athletic sport for 10 years and not be an athlete. You figure it out eventually.
There's no weekend warriors anymore. Like, they're full-time athletes, right?
Anybody at that level has to be considered an athlete. If you're
I mean, if professional StarCraft players are athletes,
they kind of are. The esports thing, it's going big.
I did not mean to open up that can, but holy crap, no.
Come on,
no. I'll jack through their fingers.
All right.
Okay, so no joke, they're crazy.
Dude, have you ever seen how fast their hands move? It's unreal.
Kind of.
You haven't. You haven't because you wouldn't believe it.
You have to Google it.
If you think people can type fast, wow.
It's something like 300 actions per minute or
it's
something.
Unreal.
It's like the average they have to do to be competitive.
We just nerded out, by the way.
Yeah.
And that's how you know we like jiu-jitsu.
So StarCraft.
All right, next.
Welcome to the StarCraft podcast. You're like controlling a space army and you're trying to beat another space army. So you have to like gather resources and you have to level up your units and get new units and move your formations around. So it's all about like how fast you can do it. So when you're someone like me that's like, oh, I'll just go log in and I'll play a game. Like you're like, oh, here's my little fort, and then suddenly somebody shows up that's like
a mass wave of
and there's like in like 10 minutes you're done. You're like, what the fuck? Then you Google these like the it's like micromanagement skills. This is
deep.
And Nick's on his phone.
I'm trying to find it.
You're trying to find the video?
I want him to be able to see.
It's just absolutely outrageous. We'll put it in the show notes if that's what we have to do. Do you find something?
I don't think I'm gonna find it.
We'll put it in the show notes. That's gonna wrap up this episode. To close out this episode, as always, thanks to Jiu-Jitsu Magazine for pushing this out.
But I got it.
Oh, Nick,
you can't end it. You can't end it, Mike.
Go ahead and show Mike while I'm doing the promos. You can just watch this, and maybe you'll play this while we're
possibly.
Okay, so thanks to Jiu-Jitsu Magazine for supporting us and also for publishing my stuff. Thanks to Polaris and Scramble for helping us with Super Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Dojo Storm Championship Edition. I really appreciate your support on that. We're really excited about what that's going to be. If you like the show and you have some kind of fight brand or jiu-jitsu brand or jiu-jitsu company or business, you're welcome to sponsor us. All the funds, especially at this point since we're just starting, go to Nick. Nick is our producer. Nick does all the editing, all the back end work. So once we film, we pass it off to Nick. He does everything to make the show actually happen. So if you support Nick with a sponsorship of some sort, that would be awesome. So what do you think about the actions per minute that you just saw there?
I mean, he just looks like he's clicking a lot.
Yeah.
Clicking.
Yeah, I still don't think they're athletes. I still don't think they're athletes, buddy.
I don't think they're athletes, but I think it's pretty amazing.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed with Bobby Fischer.
Maybe they're not
the chess
athletic,
player,
but it's
and I'm not
amazing.
saying they're athletes.
Well, no.
His
But,
accounting skills would be
His-
on
his-
his
yeah.
All right.
Video
Thank
games
you
boost
for
your
watching
accounting
the
skills.
Artichoke Not a Show. We'll tune in later for the accounting podcast.
Catch you next
The accounting
time.